Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for day one of the Read Around the World challenge that myself and Janet are doing. So if you don't know about this, I will put in the cards up here somewhere a video where we talk about what we're doing, but today I will be unwrapping the first book. I will then be finding my corresponding goodies in my little box that Janet has sent me to go with the country this book is set in, and then over the next 2 days I will be reading this book and filming a review, and you will be watching it all in one video if all goes well. So let's see what book one is done. They've all been wrapped up ages ago and have numbers on my husband wrote randomly, so this is number one. So I'm interested to see where I shall be looking at first. Oh, so the first one is The Green Bicycle by Haifa Al-Mansour. So from what I can gather, this book is about a young girl and all she wants is a bicycle of her own. She lives in Saudi Arabia and having a bicycle of your own for a girl is not allowed. Girls aren't allowed to ride bicycles, and I'm really excited about this one. It's also based on an award-winning film which is called Wajda, so if I enjoy this then I can read that too. So I found the corresponding goodies that Janet has sent me, and oh, she's done such a beautiful job. I had to Google what the Saudi Arabian flag was because she stuck all of the flags on here. She's done such a wonderful job. So I'm going to open this one first. Oh wow, so this is a horse and it says a horse is poetry in motion. So I'm assuming horses have something to do with Saudi Arabia, so I shall find out a bit more about that from her. I'm going to ask her about that. And then the second one here with the Saudi Arabian flag on, I'm going to open that one. Oh, and she sent me some pitted dates, which I absolutely love, and I know that they're definitely something that's eaten in Saudi Arabia. So here is a third gift. She has totally treated me here, so I'm going to see what's in the third package from Saudi Arabia. Ooh. Oh wow. Look at those palm trees. Wow, this is lovely. This is a plain paged notebook, which is perfect for me because I can't write in the lines. I'm not very good. And I do a lot of sort of mind maps and sort of thoughts, and I like to sort of draw them all over the page. So I'm really loving this. So she's done such a lovely job of picking bits for me. And I'm sure the palm trees are, you know, Saudi Arabia's probably got quite a lot of palm trees. So yay! So check this out in a few minutes where I will be talking to you about my thoughts on the book. Hi guys, so it's tomorrow and I'm about to do my review of the book, but in the post today my last bits came from Janet and she has done me these lovely little gifts for each one, which tell you about her reasons for picking each gift. So I thought I would open that first to share with you what they are. She's gone to so much effort. She's made me a whole printout for each one, and told me about Saudi Arabia. So she said Saudi Arabia is geographically the 5th largest state in Asia and 2nd largest state in the Arab world after Algeria. It has both Red Sea coast and a Persian Gulf coast, and most of its terrain consists of arid desert and mountains. Saudi Arabia is an absolute monarchy, effectively a hereditary dictatorship governed along Islamic lines. Saudi Arabia is sometimes called the land of the two holy mosques in reference to Al-Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca and Al-Masjid an-Nabawi in Medina, the two holiest places of Islam. The state has a total population of 28.7 million, of which 20 million are Saudi nationals and 8 million are foreigners. The Arabian horse has a distinctive head shape and high tail carriage. The Arabian horse breed is good-natured, quick to learn and willing to please. So that must be why she has picked me the horse bookmark, which I was using in this book. So This is the book. It is The Green Bicycle by Haifa Al-Mansour, and as you saw before, this was my pick for Saudi Arabia. I really enjoyed this. It's definitely going to be a strong 4-star for me. We're following our main character Wadja, and she is a young 11-year-old girl. She goes to school, and in the place where she lives, girls go to school together, they don't mix, and they have to wear veils and be covered up until they're in the schoolyard and can't be seen by men. And we're following Wadja, and all she wants is to raise enough money to buy a green bicycle, to have the freedom of riding a bicycle. But for girls, riding a bicycle isn't allowed. They consider it to be forbidden because they say that the act of riding a bicycle can break the hymen and therefore make you not a virgin anymore. And we're just following Wadja's spunky trials to try and raise this money, and through that we're seeing through her eyes how life is at school for her and the other girls, how life is being a woman in this place. We follow her mum and her dad and her mother's struggles and her mother having to work and what life is like for them, and we are just learning how Wadja strives for this tiny amount of freedom to have this bike and what she has to go through. And really, I mean, she's quite oppressed. They're quite oppressed, and we're seeing sort of Wadja moving and how her life is changing and how women's lives are changing ever so slightly from where she's from. I loved this, and I was a little bit emotional at the end, and I definitely recommend it. I'm going to now go and try and root out the film because it's definitely one that I want to watch. So that was my first book for Around the World in 2 weeks. I'm so pleased I finally got to it. It was a really strong 4 stars for me, and I'm so pleased with all the wonderful gifts that Janet got me. She did a wonderful job. So I will see you in a few days to find out what my next pick is. Bye for now, BookTube.